Namaskar. Welcome to Wisdom Tales. Vijayadashmi is the day when Lord Ramchandra killed Ravana at Lanka. And 20 days from then, he returned on the day of Diwali to Ayodhya. Ayodhya, the citizens of Ayodhya were jubilant. They were eager to welcome Lord Ramchandra back into their city. They lit up the entire city. This journey of 20 days from Lanka to Ayodhya is our journey. Our heart right now is like Lanka, where there are not just one, several Ravanas who are living inside our heart. We have to transform that heart from Lanka to Ayodhya if we want Lord Ramchandra to enter our hearts. How do we do this? Let's turn to the pages of Ramayana to understand this. Ravana was a selfish person. A king who did not care about any of his subjects or his ministers or anybody else. Everything in this world existed simply to give pleasure to him. Everything should be used for his personal gratification. That was his philosophy. When he heard about Mother Sita from Shurpanakha, he decided to kidnap Mother Sita. He needed help. He approached Marich. Marich was his uncle. Marich had two previous encounters with Lord Ramchandra, which was good enough for him to know that Lord Ramchandra was not another normal mortal. So much so that the fear of Lord Rama had made him change into a renunciate. He had given up his Rakshasa profession and adorned the garb of a sannyasi, practicing austerities. Ravana approached Marich and said, "You are a champion, you are a master in disguise. I want you to assume the form of a deer and attract Mother Sita. And then later, take Lakshman and Ram away deep into the forest so that I can kidnap Mother Sita." Marich, on hearing Lord Ram's name, was stuck with fear again. He said, "Ravana, we can't do this. I will not go before Rama again." Ravana pulled out his sword. After a brief discussion, when he saw that Maricha was not agreeing, he pulled out his sword, pulled on the neck of Maricha and said, "Either you obey my orders or you get killed right away." Marich thought, what's the point in being killed by Ravana? Better still is to be killed by Lord Ramchandra. A smile played on his lips that Ravana could not understand. Of course, we know the story that finally Marich was killed by Lord Ramchandra. Ravana made his uncle Marich a scapegoat to be sacrificed on the altar of his personal interest, personal gratification. A selfish man indeed. What do you see in the character of Lord Ramchandra? Right before the war started, the monkey army had assembled on the shores of Lanka. Lord Ramchandra, Lakshman and others, they climbed up the Suela mountain to have a view of the city of Lanka. A beautiful city of Lanka sprawled out in front of them. On the top of the Trikuta mountain, they saw Ravana standing with his ministers. Sugriva could not hold himself back. He just leapt from the place where he was standing with Lord Ramchandra right in front of Ravana. And he punched Ravana on the crown. His crown fell off. They actually got into a fight and they were beating each other up, bruising each other up. There were nail marks all over the bodies. And they actually, Ravana, who was stationed on the northern gate, he fell down. Both of them fell down from the northern gate onto the ground and they started beating each other up. Finally, when Ravana understood that Sugriva cannot be defeated with physical strength, he invoked the mystical powers. As soon as he saw Ravana invoking mystic powers, he understood that there is no chance for me. He abandoned the fight and jumped back to where Lord Ram was. The monkeys were jubilant. Anybody would be. Sugriva had given a good fight to Ravana, but not Lord Ramchandra. He was not happy. He embraced Sugriva and said, "Sugriva, what did you just do? What if something had gone wrong? What if Ravana had Ravana had harmed you? What if Ravana had killed you? You are the king. Your subjects depend upon you. The army depends on you. How would I ever forgive myself for this act? You know, Sugriva, if Ravana had killed you, I would definitely avenge your death by killing Ravana. But how would I forgive myself? I would have put Vibhishan on the throne of Lanka, coronated Bharat as the king of Ayodhya, and given up my own life. How can I forgive myself, Sugriva? How can I allow you to be killed in my presence? I would not be able to bear that burden on my heart. Sugriva, never ever do this again. Sugriva was overwhelmed with the love that Lord Ramchandra had for him. This is a true leader, a leader he's so selfless. He is not thinking about himself, he's thinking about his men. So on one side we have Ravana, who's a selfish person, and this side we have Lord Ramchandra, who's just thinking about his people. This is the journey that we need to take. Make our hearts, transform our hearts from Lanka to Ayodhya. Kill all the demoniac qualities and instill divine qualities in it, so that it becomes a well-lit Ayodhya to welcome Lord Ramchandra into it. Thank you very much. See you again next week.